Hi, and welcome back to Circles Theory. Today we are continuing to explore Rollo May and his book, The Courage to Create. Specifically, today's video is on creation and truth. This is a fascinating idea within the works of May, which was discussed more in our introduction last week. If you did not see it, please go back and check it out. Today I'm discussing the first main idea in this book. Like I said, those regard creation and truth. These videos will be coming out weekly on Tuesdays, so please stick around. So jumping right in, there's quite a few ideas to discuss here. Basically, Rollo May is discussing how humans express themselves through the act of creation. This comes from an understanding of death. This is one of the great complications of consciousness. Humans are aware that they will eventually die, and so with us, the things that we come to love, know, and understand. This awareness of our own wilting results in a feeling of despair. This despair results in the desire and the ability to create. Though the ability to believe and understand something that exceeds our own time. It is through creation that we exist post-mortem, past our own death. We're able to recreate ourselves and become a symbol. This requires living in the future, a leap into the unknown, as he says, an ability to see things outside of ourselves, and requires significant courage. May make specific note that this is not the opposite of despair, but rather the capacity to move ahead in spite of it. From our despair, courage wells up and we gain the ability to move through. He refers to courage as the heart pumping blood to all psychological virtues. That our virtues themselves extend out of this courage, the willingness and ability to act despite our own despair. It is from here that we have to make commitments and choices and find the courage to carry them out. That makes humans into being. This is where we gain our humanness, according to May. We separate ourselves from nature as all other forces are natural. The wind does not make a commitment and force itself to be courageous to blow. It does so. The animal acts on instinct and natural capacity. This is why we do not blame the cat for killing the bird. Rather, we make choices and find the courage to carry them out. This is complicated. As I noted, May is an American psychologist trying to understand European existentialism. He notes that America at his time is one of the most, if not the most violent of all the other civilized nations. He notes this violence as a direct assault to the courage that is necessary to develop. This is a reaction that is against, not necessarily for. And he struggles with the idea that people aren't doing anything about it. He makes this very clear in his statement that the most prevalent form of cowardice in our day hides behind the statement, "I do not want to get involved." To May, it is very important that we use our courage to create things that are willing to help change and shape our society. We are not willing to sit by, but we are courageous enough to make what we can. And he makes special note of the courage to relate to other human beings, the capacity to transcend oneself in the hope of achieving intimacy, that we may be able to connect with each other. This is a very difficult concept for all of us, and something that those of us in counseling, psychology, and therapy all understand, that intimacy is difficult, and that it takes quite a bit of courage to create the connection between each other. May notes that it is easier to be naked physically than it is psychologically. It is hard to bare our soul, to show people what we really feel, what our perspective of the world is, that intimacy, the persons that we can trust with everything and who we are, absolutely. And so he goes through all of this to discuss that we are in developing and creation of truth around us, that this requires courage to do so, and that we have to be open to them. That we have to be open to new ideas, new concepts, and new ways of thinking. He says to be very wary of people who claim to be absolutely convinced that their stand is the only right one. He says that they are dangerous. This conviction is the essence of not only dogmatism, but of its more destructive cousin, fanaticism. It blocks off the user from learning new truth. And it is a dead giveaway of unconscious doubt. So what May is telling us on creation, on truth, that we need to be open to an ever-changing reality, have the courage to face our existence, to be intimate and to be connected to each other, and to make what we can in this world, to develop our ideas, and to not hold back. He is arguing for us to have the courage to make what it is that we will, whether that's a book, a painting, a YouTube series. But whatever it is in you that is special and loves to create, May suggests that it is not only good, but important and necessary. So if you like this video, please stick around. There are more coming out. Every Tuesday we'll be talking about Rollo May for now, but in general, every Tuesday's theory and philosophy. Several ideas. This show has videos come out Monday through Friday covering everything from films and media to philosophy, and updates every Friday on the writing of my book. Please comment, share your ideas. I would love to discuss them, and I will catch you all tomorrow in our next video.